Yeah, but it ain't better than the original Rockies. They even have Creed 2 above.
Dude, I think
Rocky 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Creed is better than some of the Rockies.
We're live. The Creed, dude. I think the Creed movies are like better than most of the Rocky movies. I'm not saying all, but they're better than most of them. Like I think a lot of these Rocky movies aren't very good.
Whoa.
That's because
listen. Even Rocky 5 is okay.
I think the very first Creed movie, it's probably at least my second favorite. That first Creed movie is really good.
It's fantastic. That's probably a little high, but it's really, really good. But I mean, look, we're dealing with like the Rocky series where most of these movies are good. But hey, I'm guessing if you clicked on this video here, you're not here to hear us talk about Rocky and Creed and all the other shit. You're probably here to listen to us talk about Peacemaker. And if you are, we're going to have a tasty little timestamp down there below us, maybe, that'll get you through all this horse shit and to the start of this Peacemaker review. So if you don't want to hear this, click that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I still think most of the Rockies are better than the Creeds, only because I like the older movies.
Well, it's because you're old and you don't know any better, but that's fine.
What are you doing, Dave?
I'm waiting for you guys to start talking.
I mean, did you get your order? Did you get all of your animals in order here?
I got all the animals, bro.
Hold on, man. Don't sell the farm here.
That was a good pun. That was actually.
Like that?
I don't know if that was on purpose, but maybe just because you're so good, you do that shit on accident.
That's right.
So,
hey, have you guys picked up rewatching Star Trek yet? Or not rewatching, but
I've seen the first episode on the comeback.
I have not.
What'd you think?
I am curious to see where it goes.
I've watched both episodes that are out there. I don't know. In my head, I hear all the Star Trek people like hating it, but I would tell you that these two episodes, for all those people out there, this is like not woke Trek. Like these next two episodes are all just Star Trek.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I am curious to see where it goes. Like I said, I didn't. Which episode did you prefer of the two?
What happened in the one you watched?
They did the they played poker, or
Oh, okay, that one.
Okay,
I like that one, just because that was fun. But there's a lot of shit that happens in the episode after that. The episode after that is like a fucking couple ammo episode.
Okay. Well, don't say nothing else.
Man, we're fortunate. We got Star Trek right now. We got some new Star Trek coming in March. We got more Star Trek coming in May.
Man, I wish you guys were into. I don't know. I may have to do. I mean, I'm not going to do a solo episode, but I wish you guys were into Stranger Things, man, because that's coming out too. And I didn't even bother bringing that up to you guys because I don't think either of y'all watch it. So
I think Jason watches it.
No, he never. Jason's never talked to me about it, so I just assumed he never watches it. But man, that's gonna be.
If it's not for the podcast, I probably didn't watch it.
Dave, have I ever turned down content that you suggested?
Probably not. No, Stranger Things is excellent.
Am I often probably more pleasantly surprised than anything else when we watch something that you throw out there?
Yeah, usually. Look,
so just tell me you want to do Stranger Things, Dave, and I'll take the plunge. I'll do it.
I mean, look, it's gonna be a big time show. I'm just throwing it out there.
So we're doing it. That's what you're saying.
Isn't it on season 3 or 4?
It's on
season 4.
Season 4 is about to premiere. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. You gotta look behind the curtain. We're gonna be doing an episode by episode breakdown. Season 4, Stranger Things. I'm down.
Hey,
May
27th. So we actually got a good amount of time for y'all to get caught up on that.
Man, we're gonna have to be fucking two-timing because we got Star Trek coming in May as well.
Isn't one of the Star Wars coming in May?
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
All right, we're triple threat match. Let's go.
And then we got the boys in June.
We're never gonna get back to this AFI list.
Who?
AF what? We'll get there eventually. Look, that's just content. That's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, kind of like the metalhead's journey. You know, just keep chipping away at it.
No, keep chugging along, Dave.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, chugging. That's right. Chugging along.
God dang, Dave.
Chugga, bro.
So hey,
Missing these layups.
oh, my bad, dude. My bad. I'm off my game. We ready to do this?
I was born.
Yes. What happened to the? I thought we were doing the Slayer font on our names.
I didn't get there, and also I thought you were referring to doing that on a Metalhead's Journey pod. I misinterpreted.
I was just joking.
Okay. All right.
Give me 2 seconds here. I gotta type out my intro real quick. Hold on.
All right. Hello and welcome to Three Guys and a Mic presents Peacemaker. I don't know. I was trying to come up with something stupid, but it didn't work out.
You're doing the DJ stuff?
Yeah. Yep.
Radio DJ voice?
Yeah. I could do like smooth jazz. I could be like, hello, all you cool cats and kittens. We're ready to do this thing here with Peacemaker.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
Man, dude, hopefully we get more porno comments down there in our YouTube tonight.
Hey, look,
yeah.
that's content.
Yeah. All right.
I can't wait to click all those links.
You must want a virus.
I'm sure it's safe.
No, it's not safe. Anybody, don't click on any of that.
If it looks bad, it must be good, right?
That's right.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Fine.
Are we ready? We're ready, Josh. We're ready.
All right. Hello, and welcome to Three Guys and a Mic presents Peacemaker, a new original series from HBOMAX. I'm your co-host, the Human Dart, along with
Jason Tsunami.
And David Disaster.
Hey, we're back. Dude, there for a second, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I noticed the slight
My
pause there, and I was like, this dude doesn't know his own name.
I thought he was about to kick in and be like, do you really want to do you? I don't know how the song goes, but
God,
I
dude.
thought he was going to go into the Peacemaker.
That, we recently watched WWE's Royal Rumble, and man, if he'd have come out as in the Peacemaker get up with the music, that'd have been the only good thing about that pay-per-view.
Bruh, that would have been a fucking Road Warriors pop right there.
Yeah, it would have.
But hey,
that'd have been fucking massive.
But hey, look, we're here to talk about Peacemaker, and Josh, I hate to put you on the spot, but I feel like Jason and I kind of drug you into this, kind of kicking and screaming.
That's totally not true. So I'm glad you brought this up, Dave. So there was a little movie that came out last year during the pandemic called Suicide Squad, right? We've all seen it.
We reviewed it, did we not? Or no? Or did we just talk about reviewing it?
I think maybe we talked about it for like a little bit on the top of one of our pods or something. Ridiculous movie, right? I mean, it's got a guy named Bloodsport. What is that? Bloodsport, and he does the fucking death touch, the dim mock, right? Then you got a walking shark. You got a guy who grows fucking glowing polka dots, and you got a big asshole that takes over a whole town and shoots out little assholes that attaches to people's faces.
Whoa, spoilers.
Little starfish action. Spoiler, sorry.
Giant starfish.
Within this movie, there is this guy that John Cena plays called Peacemaker, right? And I don't want to take anything away from Jason's recap here, but yesterday, I rewatched this movie because I wanted to see, spoiler alert, right, for upcoming content here in this episode. I don't think I liked the show as much as Jason and Dave did. And so I was really concerned, right? I was trying to figure out why, because I remember in the movie being a huge Peacemaker fan. I was like, dude, this is going to be great. They're going to make a show about this guy, and he was funny, and it was really good. When's the last time either one of you guys rewatched that movie?
I only saw it the one time.
I've seen it once.
Okay.
Which is as many
Listen.
times as I saw the first Suicide Squad.
Listen. If you guys find yourself with a little bit of time, it's worth going back and just doing a little rewatch on it, and you're gonna see why I have a hard time with Peacemaker and John Cena in particular in this show. The Peacemaker that's in the movie is much more serious, right? Excuse me. He's given a task. He follows orders, right? But he's a lot more serious in the movie. Now, he does have some of the same type of reactions that he has in the show, and some funny language and funny reactions and shit. But overall, he's very serious, and he's a fucking killing machine in the movie. Like, I forgot how brutal he is in the movie. And then you get to the show, and it's much, much, much more comical and fucking super cringy. Like, you can tell a difference instantly from the Peacemaker that was in the movie and the first scene of Peacemaker the show when he's talking to Jamil, the janitor. He's like, "You're the racist superhero." But look, like, you did drag. I really wanted to watch this show. Like, I was super excited, and then after a few episodes, it was a little harder for me to watch. But overall, I thought the show was really good. But I would implore people, if they feel like they ran into an issue with not accepting, but like really like finding John Cena entertaining in this show, go back and rewatch Suicide Squad, and I think that'll answer some questions for you.
That's good knowledge there.
Yep. But I mean, look, you guys clearly like the show more than I did. So I mean, what are some of y'all's general thoughts about the show?
I'll
go ahead.
First.
Go ahead.
Because I didn't have any expectations going into this show. Like, I'll be honest, like, I really wasn't keen on watching the show as far as like, oh my God, I can't wait to see what this guy does. I can't wait to see, this guy from, this movie that we watched. Oh, I really didn't care. Like, I just wanted to see what John Cena was going to do. And I found myself like sucked in, like in the first episode, like seeing John Cena like completely out of character as far as what we're used to was like a big draw for me.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have a hard time like getting into the plot, accepting what they were giving us, even if it was kind of eye rolling at times. I will admit that. But overall, like, I felt the show did a really good. It did really well with the fact that it gave you this random character from a movie, and then gave him an actual backstory where you could feel sympathetic towards him and just about everybody else in the show. I mean, I really enjoyed it as it went along.
Yeah. I mean, for me, coming off of Suicide Squad, I really had no expectations. I figured this was just going to be, I mainly watched it. Honestly, I watched it because basically just for John Cena. I was like, let me just see what this is. And, I didn't really have anything to watch at the time, so I just kind of threw it on without thinking much of it. And, man, like, I would say throughout the course of this show, this took a character for me that I cared nothing for initially. And I ended up, like, really, like, latching onto this character. And, I was bought into not just him, but pretty much the whole cast of characters outside of one in particular that we'll get to. But I was a fan. I am a Peacemaker fan at the end of this. I hope for a season 2. I don't, based on how the show wrapped up, I'm not sure that they definitely left it to where if they don't come back to it, it's a
closed story.
Yeah. So, but if they do a season 2, I don't like it.
Do you think this show? Okay.
I was gonna say, just so you know, season 2 has already been approved, and Gunn is going to write and direct the entire series.
Oh shit! Right. Then I'm all in.
We back. Do you think this show is going to do for Peacemaker what the Iron Man movie did for Iron Man? Because if we go back to Iron Man in the Marvel Universe...
like pre-Robert Downey?
pre Robert Downey, like Iron Man was a character, but I mean, it was, I would say generously a B-level character. And then you put it in a movie with Robert Downey Jr., make him charismatic as fuck, and now all of a sudden he's the guy who saves, spoiler alert, he's the guy who saves the whole fucking world.
Well, let me ask you, both of you a question, or just you a question, Josh, since you asked that. Did you know who Peacemaker was before John Cena played him?
No idea. Now, to be fair, I'm not one. Let me give you two things here, two caveats. One, I'm not really like a comic guy, and two, I definitely have no experience in the DC world outside of Superman or Batman.
Okay, but you did. Did you have you had a passing idea of who Iron Man was? Like if somebody would have said Iron Man before Robert Downey Jr., you would have a passing understanding of who that is.
If I saw a picture of him in the comic, I would know that was Iron Man. Yeah, if I saw some random picture of some fucking doofus wearing this goddamn plate on his head, then I would not know what that was. No.
Okay. No. So I mean, like in that sense, I feel like this is all. I mean, this has already accomplished that to some degree, right? I think this show. I mean, the reviews on this show are wildly successful. It's I believe it's over a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, among other sites, and
we saw him go toe to toe with a member of the Justice League.
Yeah. So
spoiler alert.
Yes.
They got. I don't know. That's a question I have coming up later, but they got plans for Peacemaker. It seems like.
I think so. Me and Dave kind of talked about that, and I was like, I would be happy just if he was just like in and out of some of the DC movies. Like, if you didn't want to make him a main contributor, that's fine, because he is really like way over on the side as far as hero goes, like with the vulgarity and the outright violence. So I can understand why you wouldn't have him like, walking, into a
Superman
save
movie.
Save the world. Yes, yeah, exactly. Or right next to like Wonder Woman without like giving her the eyeballs. So,
no. She was eyeballing him though.
That is true. She was.
What was the Shadow? The Shadow that was supposed to be Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot is expensive. Okay. Well, not
apparently. So is Henry Cavill.
They're busy.
It was a story that he told when he was talking to the kids in the class.
Hey, look, you're ruining one of my favorite scenes, Jason. Stop it.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
Hey, while we're here, general thoughts. I wanted to bring up one of the more inner parts of the show, and I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. But I just want to talk about the intro of the show for a minute. So there's 8 episodes of this show. How many times did you guys watch the whole intro to the show?
5.
I watched it every time.
It's so good. Yeah, I probably watched it. I probably watched it about like 50% of the time, I would say.
And I also have watched the intro on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, where other people are actually doing the entire dance number.
Yeah.
That's not going to be
intro,
me.
I don't know, like, I was trying to think about this, but how many intros to TV shows are out there that you would say you've watched at least 50% of the time that you didn't skip? I mean, the first one that comes to mind is like Game of Thrones.
Oh, Game of Thrones, because it's just so good.
And,
I will say though,
Westworld.
I would say what has ruined potentially good intros, and every app now does this, is the skip intro button. Like, that's just so tempting, even if it's a good intro, to just boop and just get straight to it. And then also the skip recap that usually comes out right after that, just get that too.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I had plenty of opportunities to skip that intro, and I never did.
Do you really want to taste, mate?
Yeah, dude, and everybody's like, but you know what's so funny is nobody's smiling.
Oh, I know.
Intro. Wow. Everybody is super serious. They're focused, right? Even fucking even a shitty ass dad is doing that blinker thing.
Oh,
dude, it's so funny. And the song is really good too. And it ends with fucking Eagley taking like all the fucking, dude, taking the very, very front.
Eagley is MVP. Well, no, not really, but he's really good. He's funny.
Yeah. But dude, that intro really, really good. So, look, even I think the first time I saw the intro, I was like, oh,
cringe.
what is this? And then the more and more I watched it, I was like, up doing the dance and
Dude,
everything.
I think this show won you over, Josh. By the end of the 8th episode, I think it won you over.
We'll see.
I don't know, dude. I just want to give my dog that invisible bone.
I don't even know what that means.
That's the last words of the intro song.
Oh,
Fossil, hit us up with that recap over an 8-episode recap here.
Yeah. I tried to make it short. We'll see. Like Josh
Feel
said,
free to take a couple of breaks.
All right. Peacemaker is an American TV show created by James Gunn. Isn't he also famous for Guardians of the Galaxy?
yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
And he's directing the third Guardians movie, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Features a spin-off character, Christopher Smith, a.k.a. Peacemaker. The story picks up right after the events of the Suicide Squad, where we thought Peacemaker had perished. But no, we learned he was barely a flesh wound. We also have start off with him leaving the hospital. He's almost immediately pulled back into a Black Ops mission called Project Butterfly, which is to identify and eliminate a butterfly-like alien creature who takes over human host bodies by going up their buttholes or through their mouth.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mothra. He didn't fight a Mothra?
No.
Oh.
That I'm aware of.
Can I get a jetpack? That shit was so fucking funny, dude.
We are introduced to the team consisting of Adebayo, Myrn, Harcourt, Economos, and tag-along Vigilante.
Diebeard.
Fucking diebeard.
And then it
Dude,
turns out
it's true. Dude, it's so funny. If you go back and watch Suicide Squad, dude, his beard is fucking super dark.
Yes.
It's way different.
Dude, that scene when he has to confess that shit because he's trying to infiltrate, and he's like, it really is.
Hold on, bro. You're stepping on my fucking scenes here, bro.
Yeah, calm down.
Oh,
I'm
God,
over here
dude.
doing the intro. All right. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so through the course of the season, we're filled in on the wholesome upbringing of Peacemaker, a loving father, the great Robert Patrick as Augie, a.k.a. White Dragon. Peacemaker's love for a classic classic hair band rock, as well as his own inner demons of the tragic death of his beloved brother at an early age. Season gives us exploding hookers, introduce us to the local police force that spends the season chasing and piecing together the puzzle of the Black Ops group. We're treated to all sorts of violence, sexual innuendos, and vulgar language that truly is home with us. Black Ops group soon realize that the butterflies require a honey-type nectar to survive, and that this leads us to following the trail to a sacred cow that is feeding all of the butterflies.
This show is so stupid, but it's funny.
I know. As filler, we get great character development of our band of misfits as daddy issues mount. We finally have the type of father-son talk Disney only wishes it could have. The epic conclusion culminates into an epic bloodbath, massive injuries to many of our beloved heroes, and a human torpedo, as the fate of the world is literally in Peacemaker's hands. Allow the butterflies to maintain control to safeguard our world from human destruction, but give up some personal freedom, or kill the cow and let them know that this is our shit show.
Man, what a good show. And show
that was a good recap.
That was a good recap.
That's a top 5 recap.
I'd go so far as say top 3. That made me want to watch the show all over again.
Yeah.
Hey, look. If you're watching in or listening in, I'll just go ahead and save you right now. Go watch the show. It's already going to get a recommendation from at least 2 of us. So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend the show. It gets better either you just get used to the fucking cringiness that is Peacemaker over time, or the show gets better. I don't know which one, but either way, it's a recommend from all three of us.
You know, one thing I will say, because you're not wrong about the cringiness of Peacemaker, the character. I do think that the way the show portrays his upbringing and just like his awkward, lonely approach to life, it does explain some of his craziness.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the guy didn't exactly have the best upbringing, to say the least.
No. I mean, his dad. I think this is a verbatim comment. Is I should have slit your throat as you came out of your mother.
Jesus.
Your mother's cooch. Your mother's cooch.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, just not a good guy, you know.
The dad?
Yeah, just not a nice guy, you know.
But you know, I don't know. I thought the White Dragon suit was his name, right? White Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I thought his suit was fucking killer, though, man. Like he had a fucking cool looking suit. He was flying around. He had some fucking cannons.
Now was Robert Patrick in that suit?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's White Dragon, Dave.
Okay,
of course.
I thought that'd be a stunt double because that guy looked more fit than Robert Patrick looked.
Robert Patrick was doing okay, man.
You know this, but
he's the Liquid Terminator. He can just fit the suit perfectly, or what?
Absolutely.
That's right. Well, hey, so what were some of our favorite scenes here from the whole show?
So I'm gonna start real quick before somebody steals it, and I'm kind of starting with the beginning of the show because I figured y'all will probably take some of the ending ones. Dude, I mean, like the scene where he's in that just random chick's apartment, and he's like singing, he's jamming out, and she just immediately just starts beating the ever loving shit out of this dude.
Oh, you're gonna skip over the fact that he's banging her first.
Well, I mean, look,
freedom. John Cena, the guy who's granted 650 Make-A-Wish things for all these sick little kids out there,
just railing some chick,
just butt fucking this butterfly chick, fucking screaming freedom at the top of his lungs
on the sink.
And then proceeds to get into a fight with her, and she's got super strength, so he's getting fucked up, and he decides to run.
So, I'm sorry, but I have a question.
Yeah.
About Peacemaker, outside of his helmet, does he have any other additional powers?
No, I looked it up. He just has like the website it's called like peak human. He's like peak physical human condition, right? Like basically he's just very
like
strong.
Hawkeye with a gun.
Yeah, basically. He's just very strong, but he's not superhuman, right?
Okay, very good.
And then proceeds to fight her, and then she chases him into a parking lot where he then activates his helmet and mushes her into the fucking pavement.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first or second episode.
It's the first episode.
Yeah.
It's how the first episode ends.
I remember messaging Jason right after that, and I'm like, dude, watch the show. It's so good.
Yeah, because up to that point, I was like, yeah, Dave, I'm going to get around to watching it.
I'm like, no, watch it now. Text me when it's over.
It's over. I was like, oh, God.
You were like, dude, this shit's so good. And that's when me and Jason were like, Josh will love this show. And, you know, I mean, you got there, but you weren't quite as excited about it as I initially had hoped.
Yeah.
That fight scene between him and her, though,
it's epic.
Great. That was a great
dude. She is fucking him up with that knife early on, dude. I mean, she stabs him and cuts him up. That's why I was like, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, this guy must have some sort of an ability, because I feel like that would have just fucking stopped any other guy in his tracks.
But it's John Cena, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Super Cena.
That's right. Fossil, what you got?
Oh man, I thought Dave was going with the school scene. But I'm gonna take it from you.
Do it.
The janitor from the hospital gets John Cena's character to come to his daughter's school
for a little show and tell action.
This is so funny.
Yeah, like you don't get to hear the whole spiel. They go, you get to the end of it, and he's like, "Yeah, so yeah, any of you guys got questions?" And he doesn't like call out any of the students by name. He just calls them out by whatever, say like a bully would call them. Like the Asian kid is like, "Yeah, future spelling bee champion. What do you got?"
Good
I mean, it's
Lord.
just, I know, and they're asking questions that like
They really shouldn't be asking.
Yeah, have you ever met Wonder Woman? Like, not personally, but she was eye fucking me across the she was eye. What did he say?
He said,
effing me.
I effing me.
Eye effing me. Yeah,
Yeah.
from across the room at some club or bar or whatever. I mean, the shit that he says is absolutely epic.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that was super good.
Because he says that, and the dad's like, "Hey," and he was like, "I said effing."
Yeah. So once one of the episodes or the scene I have two scenes I want to talk about, but the first one is the raid on the Glantai factory. So this is after like Cena and all them get.
Are you talking about the X-ray?
Huh? Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is where everybody kind of gets in on the idea butterflies are inhabiting people. So this is all common knowledge now to the team. And so as we find out, Peacemaker has a plethora of helmets that provide different powers, and one of them is an X-ray helmet.
Oh God.
And so the name of the game is they're supposed to go in there stealth wise and try to like learn a little bit and try to talk to a couple people.
Yep.
Dude, fucking Cena goes in there with shotgun in hand, just kicks in the door and just starts fucking shooting people right in the face. Because he's got an X-ray helmet on, so he can actually see who all has butterflies in their head.
Dude, but no, he goes in with Adebayo.
Adebayo, and she's like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?"
Well, no, she's like, "Okay, we got to do stealthy." And he's like, "Yeah, stealth. Yeah, no problem."
Yeah.
And then she comes around the corner and is like, "Ma'am," she like Adebayo's like, "Ma'am, we need some." And then Cena just goes, "Bah!" And it like
Boom.
it explodes her whole face. Like,
Yeah.
oh
shit.
man,
And he downs like 2 or 3 in a row right there, and she's like, and he's like, "What? We were doing stealth, but they're butterflies. Who cares?"
Yeah.
and
He's just walking through that place like the Terminator.
dude, that's also where he like creates this bomb, and she's like, "What is it gonna do?" He's like, "I don't know." Like, let's find out.
He's like, "What is that?" He's like, "That's a tank shell with the grenade strapped to the side." He's like,
Yeah.
"The grenade couldn't be enough," and he's like, "A grenade's gonna kill like 2 or 3 people." He's like, "How many is that gonna kill?" "I don't know, but we're about to find out."
And he just fucking hurls it, and then she's like, "You didn't say run." He's like, "I was throwing a grenade. I didn't think I needed to say run." Oh my god, dude! That whole sequence is so good.
Yeah.
It is.
And then that's also the helmet that kind of moves the story along and gives you a big twist in the shows whenever Adebayo puts kind of dicking around and finds out that fucking Myrn is a butterfly.
Oh, dude, when that episode ended, that was next level.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh shit.
I thought for sure she was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The other scene I had, unless you guys have some other scenes you want to talk
Well,
about.
I just want one quick before you steal it is the police station scene when all the butterflies
When the butterflies come in.
come in there and it's playing the music and
all in slow motion.
yep, and they just start like taking over everybody. Like literally the entire police force for this town or wherever that police station is, they're all dead. Like none of them survived.
Yeah.
Like cuz if we didn't mention this, the butterflies when they take over your body, they like carve out your brain. So like you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
There's no reviving.
Yeah, I got another scene before you get to the next one. Would be the scene where they go to do the hit job on the governor or whoever the hell the guy was with the kids.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
They get into the underground bunker and they get captured, and it's him and Vigilante.
Oh no.
He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, if I torture your friend, you'll talk." And Peacemaker's like, I'm I'm not gonna say shit.
Yeah, do your worst.
Do your worst. And Vigilante's like, no, whoa.
Dude, he gets the pliers.
Takes his boot off. And he's like, what are you going to do? And he goes, well, you won't need this pinky toe. And it doesn't just snip off. He's like,
No.
You can hear him. Just, and Vigilante's just screaming. And Peacemaker's just looking at him like,
dude, his toe is so fucked up.
that's all you got?
And it's like, and they don't like they flash to it a few times so you can see this dude's mangled toe, and it's so bad. And like this dude's got the dullest pliers of all time, and like, dude, it gave me like the shivers. Like it like messed me up a little bit.
Yeah, that shit hurt my knees. Like anytime you see something like cringy or something like that, you know how you get a pain somewhere in your body. Like for me, it's my knees. Yeah, it's like that.
Oh,
I don't know why it's in the knees, but that's where it is.
You're just like fast forward it.
Yeah. The last scene I had was, and this is kind of like the whole end of the last show, but it's Economos taking the helmet into the barn all the way up through the death of the cow.
That's so good.
Yeah, I mean, a fucking Economos having to walk this thing in, and look, Diebeard over here, he's an office guy, but he's the only guy that the butterflies haven't seen before, or the cops haven't seen before. So he's the one who gets elected to walk it in, and so he's got to act like a butterfly, and he does a good job.
The part right before that where he's like, "Why are these pants wet?"
Yeah.
Oh well, it's a little known fact that when you kill somebody, usually they shit themselves. And he's like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, you gave me pants with diarrhea? And he goes, I washed them. And I didn't say diarrhea. And he goes, well, was it diarrhea?
Yeah, it's diarrhea.
Yeah.
It's diarrhea. Oh man, that dude just totally shit his drawers.
Yeah. So Economos gets the helmet downstairs, sees the fucking cow, and he's like, fuck yeah, I'm out.
He's like, fuck this,
done.
I'm gone, dude.
You can hear on the radio, they're not able to like figure out what's going on. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, no, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not doing this.
Yep. And then you get, the scene Dave alluded to earlier where when he's walking back out of the barn and the cop, the butterfly cop, he's like, why do you think your human did that to their beard, to their facial hair, whatever he says? It's very clear there's product. He's like, look. And then he gives the whole like fucking sob story. Dude, that's like, that shit is so good.
Dude,
like an 8-episode fucking payoff.
Over a dye beard.
Yeah.
Dude, that's better payoff than Boba ever gave us.
Oh, man, big time.
I will say this, because this is what I was kind of alluding to earlier. We just finished Book of Boba Fett, and it was eight episodes, and I would say that if you grab
it was 7.
Any episode whatsoever of Peacemaker, any part of character development that took place in just one of these episodes, any random episode, I don't even care which one, you just grab one, you had more character development and more empathy and sympathy for whoever that was than you did with anything that was in that episode in the show of Boba Fett.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
But I feel like so all the Economist stuff was good. He sets off the same helmet from the first episode, the Sonic Boom helmet, blows up the fucking barn and everything underneath it. And then you get I thought for sure at the end of the show that Goff had convinced him to kind of go the way that they were going with the butterfly thing. And then he hits him with the activate human torpedo. Yep. And then fucking Adebayo's like, huh?
And she just goes
right through the fucking cow.
Oh, dude!
I mean, it's a heart punch to that big cow. Like she goes straight through that body.
And I don't even know how I can do it justice to visually describe this cow, but it's got to be like, how big do you think that thing was realistically?
I don't know, like 10 blue wells.
Yeah, I think it was humongous. It looked like a giant caterpillar.
And it's like it's got this crybaby face that is just so stupid.
Big giant like doe eyes.
Yeah.
mechanical suction things that are just milking its udders.
So gross. Oh man. Yeah. It's good stuff.
But and then Adebayo fucking falls out of the fucking out of the cow and is just covered
in cow guts
of this thing. Oh,
God.
Dude, but right after that, man, we get the Justice League cameo that you alluded to, and another running thing a few times was about our boy Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah, fucking a fish.
Yeah,
and
Peacemaker says that to him as he walks past him, and
he's late to the party, motherfuckers, or whatever. And he says something. He goes, like, whatever, fish fucker.
That's just that's just a rumor. And the Flash goes,
he's like, I'm getting so tired of that rumor.
And then the Flash looks at him dead in his face. He's like, dude, no, it's not. It's not a rumor. And then you just see Aquaman like it's like for real. He really does just fuck fish. Like, holy shit! I can't believe Jason Momoa agreed to do that. That's so good.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, that was just a few scenes from the 8 episodes. I mean, there's probably 10 more scenes we could pull from that are fucking fantastic. But
absolutely,
I think everything we picked were all the key scenes there.
Yeah.
What about favorite character for the series? Go, Jason.
I mean, look, it's hard not to say Peacemaker, because the entire show revolves around him. Most of the flashbacks, I don't know. Most of the flashbacks you get revolve around him. The most of the character development goes around him as well. And the problem with most of the other characters in the show is, I mean, their support. Harcourt is probably high up there. Fine-ass Harcourt.
Yes.
If I had to, so if we're gonna try and stay away from Peacemaker,
don't worry, I won't.
I would say, well, you love low-hanging fruit, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. That's a tough decision. I have two. I'm gonna go with Harcourt though.
It's a good choice.
She is the no pun intended. Okay, every pun intended. The hot glue that keeps everything together.
Yeah, she ends up being the leader of the team by the end of the show.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah,
Dave,
so, I'll
like you're going chalk on this one.
Yeah, look, I usually do that honestly because y'all actively avoid main characters, and I wanna do the main characters some justice here. So, plus I think this has been a really good role for John Cena. I didn't expect him to. Honestly, I didn't expect to actually think John Cena was a particularly great actor, but I think he killed this role. Like honestly, to Jason's point, he had the most character development, and specifically, I feel like the scene that really stole it for me is the scene where he plays the piano at the end. I think it's episode 6, 5 or 6.
Fantastic.
And he legitimately played that, right? And that was kind of punctuating like a key moment for him. And, just the whole battling with his brother, because we didn't mention it before, but basically, as when he was a young child, his dad made him and his brother fight when they were like young teens. It doesn't say the exact age, but I presume,
like a bare knuckle fight for money with all of his dad's friends around watching, making bets on the fight.
Yeah, right. And so he inadvertently, kills his brother. Punches him, and he falls and hits his head wrong or whatever. And his brother dies. And that is like stuck with Peacemaker the whole time. And we get little bits and pieces of that throughout the season. And yeah, man. I mean, not only that. I mean, when he gets to take revenge on his dad, and he actually pulls the trigger, and I didn't expect him to do it.
I didn't either.
It shoots him right in the head. And I mean, and look, the dad deserved it 150%.
Right.
But
and now we got to deal with him as a ghost.
Yeah.
Right.
But man,
which I feel like is going to be more annoying.
Yeah, Well, yeah. I feel like you gotta give some attention to Peacemaker and what John Cena did for that character, because, like I said, took a character that I didn't even know existed a year ago, and shit, I'm all in.
Yeah,
he's one of the most interesting DC characters going forward.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's the best thing DC's got going right now.
Like I said, I mean, I think the fact that they let him take a fucking jab at Aquaman, that Aquaman acknowledged as he was going by, I think that puts him. I mean, I think it puts him probably in the top 10 of DC characters out there.
Yeah, considering he was a relatively unknown to be in the top 10, that's a big jump.
Yep,
it's pretty good. Dave, I think it's a good choice for Peacemaker, man. I think that's probably the right choice, but like you said, you can't just take the low-hanging fruit every time. And look, there was one character that stood out to me for his loyalty for the whole show. Like this character was there for Peacemaker whenever he needed him. He waited for him for 4 years in his dad's garage, right? And gave him a hug. And who doesn't want to get a fucking hug from a bald eagle, bro? I'm going for Eagley. Dude, Eagley is always going out and finding gifts for him and bringing back dead animals and shit.
Yeah. I mean, look, he didn't know how to drop a mask where he needed to. He missed.
The fact that he even picked it up and attempted it.
He did not like Harcourt though.
No, that was another funny scene though with the fucking Eagley. He starts flying for the barn and then just veers off to the right and drops that shit.
Dude, Harcourt's like, does this bird even understand you?
He's like, yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he just fucking kept going. No, he doesn't. This bird just doesn't.
Dude, fucking Eagley was about that life. And it got me thinking, what is the Mount Rushmore of animal sidekicks?
Oh, that's a great question. I just so happen to have 4 of my favorite animal sidekicks.
So do I.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, let's see if we can agree on any of these. Dave, you want to go first?
Yeah,
do we want to go one at a time? That way, in case we steal each other's or something.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Look, I only got 4 here, so if y'all steal my shit, I mean, it is what it is. But let's do it. Go ahead, Dave. You go first.
So I'll go first. So if I just give one, I'm just giving one, right?
The first one.
Okay, right. So this is in no particular order for me. I didn't order them or whatever. So I gotta put and Josh is gonna hate this, but I got Iago from Aladdin because I
thought you were gonna go with Abu.
There you go.
I do. Well, hey, spoilers, okay? So Iago is, if you don't know, he is the bird that is for Jafar. And look, Iago is, you talk about loyalty.
He loves crackers.
He's like, oh, that's a big surprise. Iago is all about Jafar. He hates crackers. He hates the good guys. And
who does the voice for him? Is it Gilbert Gottfried?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. I mean, like, if you've seen Aladdin, you know, he's great.
Yeah.
I'll go next.
He's definitely not on my list, but I can appreciate it.
I don't know if this is a a pet. I went for it anyway. Chewbacca.
Oh, Chewy?
Nobody more loyal.
Yeah.
I mean, is he
right hand?
Are we saying Chewy's an animal?
See, I could have done that, but I feel like, I mean, like, he's a Wookiee. Like, I don't know. You do you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been called a shaggy pet before.
Look, it's a good choice. Chewy is about that life. I have Donkey from Shrek.
No!
I feel like we all 3 should have Donkey from Shrek.
Dave don't have Donkey from Shrek.
Dave, you don't have Donkey?
No, I don't.
Oh, dude, how do you not have Donkey? I think he's the fucking #1 seed for that shit.
No.
I mean, is there any better line than the and in the morning I'm making waffles?
I mean, look,
that shit's so good.
I'm not saying it's a good pick. I did think about it, but like I already went Disney heavy. So like I had to go something more serious. And you know what? I changed Abu to something else. So
Okay.
yeah.
All
right, Dave, go ahead.
All right. So the next one here, Jason, if you don't have this, I'm disappointed in you. It's 100% Hedwig from Harry Potter. I mean, the guy, the bird.
I was going to, but go ahead, fill in this next blank, Dave.
He literally takes takes a magic bullet for Harry Potter and saves his life. Like Harry Potter's dead without Hedwig.
It's the least he could do because he didn't do a fucking thing for Harry for the first 7 years.
What are you talking about? He delivered mail.
Yeah,
bro. So you're saying if you had a friend, I'm not even talking about us, Jason, but if you had a friend who was just a dude, but then took a bullet for you and died, you're gonna be like, that guy didn't do shit for me except save my life.
just that one time. Yes,
wow.
Hedwig was a finalist. He did not make my top 4.
I think that's easy. I mean, that is more than you can ask from a sidekick. They literally when you sacrifice their life for you.
Since me and Josh had Donkey and you didn't, because I'm pretty sure Donkey sacrificed himself.
He's not dead.
Or at least attempted to.
He's not dead.
The next two I have are just as good as Hedwig, if not better.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so this one goes way back. The original sidekick, Lassie.
Oh, Lassie.
Yep.
Isn't Lassie like the namesake of the show though? Like, wouldn't the kid be the sidekick?
Yeah, kind of.
No, because see, the kid was always falling in well or getting his foot stuck in a trap or something stupid. And the dog would have to go find somebody and bark, and they'd be like, "What's wrong, Lassie? Oh, Timmy? Something's wrong with Timmy? What's wrong with him? Did he fall down? Did he hurt? Oh, he's in a well. Lead us there." Lassie, man.
Yeah, that's
the ultimate old guy pick.
Yeah, that is, dude.
For sure.
So I thought you'd appreciate it.
It's not. Hey, look, it's not a wrong pick.
No, it's not. It's not.
All right. Next one I have. So, little movie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's a character in the movie. His name is Cliff Booth, played by Brad Pitt. He's got a dog named Brandy. Okay, and let me tell you a little story about fucking Brandy. She is a stone cold fucking killer. Because when you get to the end of that movie, and you got these fucking hippies breaking into the house trying to kill everybody in the house, he uncorks Brandy on these fucking on these hippies, and she just eats them alive.
That is that whole scene from the moment it goes off into like it's in that movie. Not to go too far off kilter here. In that movie, you think the story's about to take a right, and then the whole movie takes a left, and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Dude, like the last 20 or 30 minutes or whatever of that movie, I like whenever they go to the house next door or whatever, it's a completely different. Like I had no idea the movie was going to even do that. No.
And that's that's like the equivalent of those guys shooting Hitler up in that movie.
Oh yeah, the alternate universe.
Yeah, it's an alternate universe, and so instead of these guys going and killing Sharon Tate like they're supposed to, they get their fucking asses killed. And particularly Tex. Dude, Tex gets it super duper bad because he gets the dog biting him in the nuts, and then he gets his head caved in, and then the fucking dog just eats that other girl's face.
Ugh, God dang.
Brandy the dog. Fucking, that's...
All right.
Is that a flamethrower?
Yeah.
All right, look. I already know you guys are not going to respect this pick, okay? But, maybe some of our other listeners might, okay? And
Lassie?
No.
Not as timeless as Lassie, huh?
No. This is similar to your Lassie pick in the sense, Jason, that this is showing, like, my generation. This is, sometimes you get to choose your pet. Right? You get to choose your sidekick.
Oh, no.
And, I choose Pikachu. Okay?
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum.
Saw that coming.
Because Ash Ketchum, he wouldn't be shit without Pikachu because, Team Rocket, Jesse and James, they're always fucking with him. They're always trying to steal Pikachu because he's such a badass. But then he ends up like literally filling them with like 20,000 volts of electricity. They should be dead, but whatever. And Pikachu saves Ash's ass day in and day out. And I mean, he's got to be on my Mount Rushmore.
All right.
Look, I don't know shit about shit when it comes to Pokemon, but I know what a Pikachu is, so I at least know what you're talking about.
All right, that's good.
All right, so my last one on this list.
This shouldn't be your last one.
Well, he had Donkey as well.
Donkey.
Oh, okay.
So this one is an oversized beast, to say the least.
Oh, you stole mine, you fucking bitch.
What?
What you
Dire Wolf.
I know. You stole my fourth one.
From Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. Dire Wolf.
Yeah, Ghost had to be on this list.
A beast. Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, he makes it all the way to the end.
He gets pet. He actually gets pet. They actually like put that fan service in there.
Yeah. That was something they finally did right in the last season.
Yeah, I know. It was like only one thing.
Yep. Okay, well, sounds like I still have two on my list because I don't have the Dire Wolf. So my next one, I have Navi from the Ocarina of Time.
Oh, dude, I mean,
what?
I count that. That's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't know. It's a fairy. Yeah. I don't know if it's an animal, but very important to Link's success in the Ocarina of Time.
Another one I had that was on my honorable mention, I guess, before you get to your last one was, but I didn't spend time to go look it up. But that white dog dragon from oh god dang it, Never Ending Story.
How about more like Never Seen That Story? Nah, dude, I watch good movies. The last one I have for animal sidekicks is Brian the dog from Family Guy.
Oh, he was a runner. He was a runner-up for me.
Yeah, I got Brian. Where's my money, Brian?
Where's my money?
You got money for fake mustaches.
Yeah. Fucking Brian, man, just always just so deadpan, so dry, but so funny.
I actually like my favorite Family Guy episodes are usually the Brian and Stewie episodes. Honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't believe we didn't all three have Donkey. I thought that was like a fucking gimme for sure.
Dude, I can't believe you didn't have Ghost.
I mean, was he really a sidekick? He was gone for like 6 seasons.
No, it's incorrect.
Around.
Okay. All right. What about least favorite characters here? I'll go first. I had Peacemaker. I had Peacemaker. Dude, he is the cringiest character on TV.
No, he's not. Incorrect.
No, he is currently the cringiest character on TV, and the only person I've ever watched a show that made me cringe more than him was Michael Scott on The Office.
No, you missed one, and it was in this show. I'll get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think I heard you say Veg something, but definitely
VeggieTales.
VeggieTales?
No, it's Josh. You're incorrect. It's Vigilante. Vigilante is easily the cringiest character in this show.
Now, I want to say, like, in the first 4 or 5 episodes, I want to say that you were suckling at the teat of Vigilante. You were telling me how good Vigilante... No, bullshit. Jason, back me up.
No.
There was a point that he said Vigilante was his favorite character. Hold on.
That's not true.
Y'all go ahead and talk. I'm gonna go back in time and try to look it up.
Okay.
I'll say one of the best parts about Vigilante is that the episode that I was talking to earlier, before they get captured, they have the sniper rifle set up, and Peacemaker is supposed to take out the husband, the wife, and the 2 kids. And he's like, I can't. I didn't sign up to shoot kids. And Vigilante's like, oh, you need somebody shot? Let me do it. And he just he blows these people away. Yes, no hesitation. No hesitation.
I think Vigilante was the source of most of the jokes running just a little too long. He would always extend them out an extra 10 or 15 seconds.
That was his character. He was the.
I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying the actor didn't do a good job of playing that character. I just think that character was the least interesting of all the character.
Gotcha.
Look, I don't have time to go back in time because that's I don't know how many text messages that's going to have to go through, but I'm going to find it, Dave.
Hey, look! If I said it, I still stand by what I'm saying now.
Jason?
Man, this is a tough one. Least favorite character, because everybody had a role to play, and even with Vigilante, like, he was the odd man out, the clinger on, the like, dude, you're not my friend. Yes, I'm your friend. It was that guy the whole time. But I'm gonna go with Peacemaker's dad. And look, it's not even because like I didn't enjoy watching that dude take a bullet to the face, because he did his job so well. It's just that, like, you're supposed to not like the guy, and I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit on this one then. Definitely a hateable character.
Look, he did a good job playing that character, because that
Absolutely.
that was rough to hear some of that language that he was saying in the show.
Yeah,
and just the way he was talking to Peacemaker, and then the fact that he honestly rolls up and actually tries to kill him.
The conversation. I will say this: the back and forth banter that he has with the Asian cop is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't repeat a lot of that, but it's really good.
I was so upset when she gets knocked to the ground or whatever, and the butterfly takes her over, and you're like, no, and you're thinking, like normal people, I guess, would think, oh man, she's dead. And I was like, oh man, she's not gonna be able to have any more of this dialogue with his dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
right.
That dude was a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, issues. We have any issues with the show?
I'll just say this. I'll just say this. Like, I know, Josh, you definitely thought like decent parts of the show were pretty cringy. You kind of brought that up a little bit, and for the most part, I tried to pretend that none of that bothered me or whatever, just because I didn't want to encourage you or say that you're right on anything, because it's more fun to disagree with you. But there were some jokes there that definitely went on a little too long. There were some openings yeah, dude, that was just stupid. Like, I think that was the last episode, or it
was
when they're just like,
the cow. And he's like, listen, I'm sorry. God. And he's just like,
dude, like I was done with that after about like 15 seconds, and it went on for a solid like 60. And
it was like that scene from what was that movie we watched with the fucking Marx Brothers with the contract scene? That shit went on like 6 minutes.
Oh yeah. Like, they just kept making the contract shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Like, could have just started with that.
Yeah, like, I mean, I would say most of the opens for this show were like that. They usually started with something especially cringy, and most of the time I was pretty much over it after about the first 30 seconds. So that would be my one glaring problem. But otherwise, I think the show was pretty much on point most of the time.
I found, as far as issues, and this is really going to be stupid, because we're talking about a character that came from a movie in which they fought a giant starfish. But like, I really didn't care for the butterfly storyline. I know we needed the bad guy, and this is what they came up with, but flying in their butts or mouths, and then just controlling them, and then drinking nectar. It is what it is. Like, I didn't hate it so much that it ruined the show, but I just felt like it was meh.
Yeah, I don't
Fair
completely
enough.
disagree.
Only had 2 issues. One, Cena's so goddamn cringy, and 2, so we discover later in the show that his dad has built in GPS into the helmets.
Yes.
So, and they use this. This is what they use to track down Peacemaker in the forest whenever he goes to kill him. So they track multiple helmets. They track a bulk of helmets at the police station. There's a bulk of helmets plus the one that Peacemaker has. But why aren't they tracking the one that Peacemaker had to give away to pay for his taxi ride at the beginning of the movie or at the beginning of the show? Where did that guy go with that helmet? Does that helmet not have a GPS unit in it? That's bullshit. That's terrible storytelling by James Gunn.
I mean, because they don't want that character to die. That's pretty much it.
There.
I only remember that because I went back and rewatched the first episode today. I was like, oh shit, look at that helmet. That one.
I will say that like I said, there are sections of the movie that are like that where it's like, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you're willing to accept crazy things here, but not in Fast Five. Okay. Hey, what about?
Hey, look, I said I had a problem with. To me, the craziest thing in here was the whole butterfly storyline. Now, one other issue that I did have, and this is just me trying to accept what the show gave me, was the fact that his father hates his fucking guts. Like we've said it already, but like he tells him, like, I should have slit your throat when you came out your mother's cooch. I'm just curious as to like why his father even went through the trouble to make all these helmets. Because it was his dad that was behind the technology, and I assume.
I think ultimately, like, look, his dad didn't try to kill him until well, I don't even say his son, but until he was framed for the murder of that butterfly, basically, right? Like that's what really set this whole thing into hyper for him trying to kill his son. Before that, I think there's just that general. I mean, look, I had this with my dad, right? I haven't talked to my dad in over a decade. And there was shit that he said to me that I still hold on to today. And, it wasn't good shit, but some of it is still semi-motivating to this day. Yeah. And I think, maybe it's something similar to that where he's, maybe he is saying all this mean, nasty shit to him, trying to get him to do the things that he wants him to do or trying to get him to be the man that he...
Maybe.
Yeah.
So I think on some level he's making the helmets because he's still thinking his son is going to be this guy. Whatever the guy is that he thinks he's going to be, he still thinks there's a chance of that to happen.
Maybe.
Well, his dad got what he deserved.
Yeah, he's dead as shit. But hey, while we're talking about helmets, I just kind of had this as like my first question. The Peacemaker helmets. Is this genius or is this really fucking stupid?
Why can't they just all do like everything?
I mean,
Dave. He's not Tony Stark. He's a white.
Hold on a second. Hold on, bro.
What?
He's got a fucking
closet.
A room in his house. Dave, explain it. Explain what this room is.
It's bigger on the inside, basically.
I don't know the terminology for it.
It's
like a dimensional.
Yeah.
It's a pocket dimension essentially where it folds space and time around it in order to like
be as big as it needs to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's bigger on the inside.
Don't fucking tell me he can't figure out how to put all that shit into one goddamn helmet. And he can't figure out a way to make that helmet look better.
And
look at his goddamn costume.
And we already know he made his suit bigger on the inside because that's the only way it looks like it fits him as well as it does. Because homeboy Robert Patrick has got a damn beer gut and White Dragon did not.
Oh man,
he was wearing a.
I'm not gonna lie. When they first said his name, I kept thinking of this is Flaming Dragon.
Why don't you take a big step back and literally fuck your own face?
Oh my god. That is sidebar. Tropic Thunder is one of the greatest movies ever made. Period.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. I don't know. Well, I mean, what's your answer though on that? Is the helmet design genius or is it really stupid?
I think it fits. Okay, so I feel like it's stupid, but on purpose, because I feel like Robert Patrick, the father, was like, okay, so let's make you this costume. What do you want? And Cena's like, oh man, a helmet, like a silver helmet, and it has powers. And he's like, well, what else? Another helmet that does something different. I just feel like that was the conversation, the way that it went.
Yeah.
His dad was like, so you just wanted a bunch of fucking helmets? He's like, yeah, but they're all gonna be different.
Yeah.
He was like, you're stupid.
See, look, by the end of the show, I really do like Peacemaker, and picking him as my least favorite character earlier is just kind of a shot, right? I really do like the show. I like John Cena as Peacemaker, but I don't want to like monopolize this section, but it does bleed into my other question about like, so what is DC now? So like, if Peacemaker is going to be a bigger part of the DC universe, I mean, they're never going to beat Marvel. Marvel's got this whole market cornered on this action comedy thing. It's cleaner comedy except for Deadpool. So like, is it with like Aquaman and Flash at the end where he's like, fuck you, Barry? So is that going to be like what this is going to be like? Is Superman going to be like, yo, Peacemaker, suck my dick?
So what if we're just hypothesizing on what DC could do, if we all agree that Marvel has movies like on lockdown, what if DC focuses on like television series where I feel like Marvel hasn't, like, yeah, they have a few shows on Disney Plus, but I feel like all of us will agree those haven't exactly lit the world on fire for the most part. Now I know
Peacemaker's better than Loki.
Yes.
That's it.
I don't know. I think it's debatable.
I think it's right there. I think it's just as good as Loki, but for different reasons.
Like, I know WandaVision was very popular. I wasn't really into it.
I haven't watched a single episode of that. I never finished the Winter Soldier.
I never finished that either. I haven't finished the Hawkeye show either.
Hawkeye was good. Well, see, that's the thing is like they're doing it. Like I feel like Marvel's doing the TV shows. Not to go off on this Marvel thing, but they're doing the TV shows with characters that really probably couldn't carry their own movie. But they're still moving the story along. Like these are shows you have to watch. Like you need to go back and at least watch the last couple episodes of WandaVision before you go see the new Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah, I know
that's coming out. You know, and I mean Loki introduces Kang the Conqueror. So like, if you don't watch Loki, you're going to be way behind.
I will say this about where we're going with DC. I think we're going to learn a lot from the new Batman movie. That's not part of the DC universe, though. It's a standalone. Really?
Yeah. See,
yes, Robert Pattinson is not the Batman that's in the universe. It's still Ben Affleck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's the issue. Is it an issue? I mean, that's debatable, right? Maybe that's their solution, but that's something that that DC deals with. Is like the Joker movie is its own thing. Like they have a lot of standalone stuff, and maybe the benefit to that, right, is that they don't have to worry about previous canon and tying anything in, and maybe DC can just focus on standalone great movies. Like, look, I don't know if either of y'all saw the Joker movie, but it's fucking fantastic.
Oh, with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes.
Yeah, really good.
You didn't see it, or you didn't?
No, I did.
Oh,
I swear to God.
Oh, okay. The tone you had, I thought you were being sarcastic. I'm sorry.
No, it was really good. But no, so we're going to see Ben Affleck reprise his Batman role in the Flash movie that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's this year or next year, but he'll be in that movie.
That's good.
Okay, so in the other aspect of that, I don't know how big of a role Peacemaker is going to have in any of the, let's say, big budget DC movies.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what we kind of talked at the beginning. Like, if he is just in there, even if it's just for a short spell, 5-10 minutes, or just here and there, it'd be fantastic. I
mean, that's like, look, just the fact that we know now that we're gonna get a season 2 of this. Like,
yeah,
I feel like this show, I feel like we can upgrade this show to a week to week depending on availability and scheduling. Obviously, we can't, commit to that now, but
I agree with that for sure. Let me ask you guys a question.
Go ahead.
Just staying in the James Gunn universe here, right? So Star-Lord, Peter Quill, in the grand scheme of things, like in the Marvel universe, I mean, if Iron Man is like the number one Avenger, right, or the number one person in the Marvel universe, where would you put Star-Lord? Ballpark. I mean, is he like the 10th most popular? Not necessarily like powers or anything like that. Just in terms of like being able to recognize them, knowing them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would say top 10.
Like, does Peacemaker achieve like Star-Lord levels of contribution to the DC universe?
I think he could for sure.
Yeah, like in my head, I think that's the comparison I have.
Here's what I would love to see, and we're not going to get it. I would like to see like the next Wonder Woman movie, and everything's just cruising along, going along. She's doing her thing, it's very PG-13, and then she comes across, Peacemaker, and they're like having this conversation, and then like he absolutely blows the brains out of somebody next to her. Just to see like that reaction, because that's a stark contrast. Everything we got in this show is so far removed from everything we've seen either in the MCU,
and Wonder Woman,
or any of the DC stuff.
Dude, really. I was gonna say the same thing, but instead of Wonder Woman, have it be Superman, because Superman's like the epitome of like anti-killing, and he doesn't want to kill anybody.
He'd probably catch the bullet.
Dude, what are you doing? But if he really showed up in a Justice League movie, would Wonder Woman like look across the room and start IFing him?
Oh, dude, that would be so good as like a callback. Like if she just looks at him and smiles, and then Peacemaker turns to like the Flash, and he goes, "See, I told you, Barry."
No, that or he does the fourth wall thing and looks at the camera and winks.
He can't be Deadpool. I don't want him to be DC's Deadpool.
I agree, but I think that would just be I'd pop.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
But overall, man, I very pleasantly surprised with this show, and I can't recommend it enough. It's great.
I agree.
Very adult oriented. Don't watch it with small children.
Not even a little bit.
No. Here next couple of weeks. Next week we're doing the final of the Anthrax Slayer Super Pod, where we're going to get through all the final Anthrax and Slayer albums, so we can get on to Metallica on the Metalhead's journey. And then coming up after that, I don't know. We got to figure out. Maybe we'll go back to the AFI list.
What's the AFI?
That's a band. That's a post-hardcore band from the early 2000s.
That's it.
I lost my audio.
That's all right. Are we done?
Yeah, I think we are all done here.
I think we've successfully completed another podcast.
Yeah, I think we've successfully completed another podcast, and we'll have to.
We're gonna have to sign off without Josh.
Yeah, we're gonna see you guys later. Take it easy, everybody.
From Josh.